What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Off the Board with me, the big man on campus, here for Friday, December 13th, 2018. We're without our co-host again, Blackjack Fletcher, once again, but we have a new co-host. It's a friend of mine, a guy that we know from the channels. If you follow King's Court and some of the other shows, it's our friend Ski Prophet. Ski, how you doing today?
What's going on, big man? It's nice to be on and talking to you.
Yeah,
How you doing
it's
today?
good to have you, man. I'm doing well, man. And we're looking forward to having you on the show with me for a while. And I'm a big fan of yours. I enjoy what you do with the NBA and some of the other sports. How's everything going with you? You got some stuff in play right now?
Yeah, everything's going well. I didn't take any of the early games. I was a little bit busy earlier, but I'm on all three of the night games, so I'm looking forward to jump in on that.
Yeah, we'll definitely break a couple of these down here. We got a little bit of time to waste before these get started. We'll also obviously keep abreast of what's going on currently. What I want everyone to do, if you're out there, hit the like button and also say hello on the chat. And if you're on Twitter, do me a favor, retweet the show. I know many of you have Twitter, so do me a favor and retweet it. That way we can get it out to people that might not know it's on or might not know we're here. We do have a new show. This is the new show of the week, and it's our first week. So if you can get it and retweet it, we would greatly appreciate it. Ski, let me ask you. First of all, how was your day, buddy? What Ski, let me ask you. What'd you do today? Anything?
Be honest with you, man. I'm just like everybody else. I work. I go to work. I cap the sports, watch the sports, listen to the shows on the channel, and just get ready for the games. I have a
Yeah,
question for you as well.
Yeah, what do you got?
I see I see Sixers in Indiana at the half now, and
Yeah.
Sixers are up 10. Jimmy Butler's not playing tonight, right?
Yep. No, he's not playing.
You think they hang on or what? I initially thought the Pacers were a good play today, but I didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, I'm taking a look. I want to figure out what the second half line here is. Looks like it's a 1.5 in the second half. Just started. Fuck me, man. I think
Mm,
Indiana makes it a little bit of a game. I have a feeling.
I
I
agree.
don't know.
I see
I
right
feel like
now the
what was
point spread
that?
is locked on 7.5. I think that's a good bet right there. If as soon as it unlocks, I'm kind of looking at that.
Yeah, I like getting the three possessions. You're getting the hook as well. I like that. I think that's a good bet by you. 6 or 7.5 or pace of 7.5 live right now. Let's go over a couple of these games here. What we have currently, we have no games at the half. Every game is actually we have one that's about to go to the half. Miami and Memphis. Also, if you want to call in, you can 937-401-2328. If you want to call in, 937-401-2328. We'll get you on. You'll speak to Larry, and he'll get you right up. Where's Blackjack Fletcher? Blackjack Fletcher's sick. What's up, Gary? Tiger Bob, Odar, Nuke, Joel, Dave, R.S. Jacobs, Jewish sex learner. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Let's take a look, Ski, at some of these games. Boston killing Atlanta. This is a game that I actually considered, to be honest. There was a big line movement on Boston. Obviously, Atlanta wasn't getting any of the money, yet the line was going the opposite way. But it didn't matter. The Celtics are cruising in this game tonight.
Right. This is a team I looked at about a week ago, I believe on a Wednesday, after they had a few losses, and it was a team I'm looking to play on. You always want to find the teams to buy on when they're not playing so well that are gonna rebound or bounce back. And Boston has went on a tear. I think they've covered the past 5 games maybe, and they're covering this one here.
Yeah, let me ask you. Charlotte's up 106-105. A nice ending here. Did you see that video going around, Ski, in Charlotte of Michael Jordan slapping Malik Monk? Did you see that?
Yeah, I love that video. I mean,
That
what
was
can
a
you
great
really
video
do? It's
because
Jordan.
yeah, and it's like he's trying to like say something smart and he's trying to teach him something.
Right.
That's funny. I saw that. I had to laugh because if that was anyone else, you probably would have like, if that was a coach or something, you would have made a big deal about it. But it's Michael, so it's like you're not going to say anything about it.
for sure. Any other
Is this
GM,
a
they would have a fit.
Yeah, exactly. If that was I don't know, yeah, anybody but Michael would have been a problem. Bill Butlicker, what's up? James Ross, John Nelson. Is this a fake version of King's Court? Settle down, Kenny. We'll be fine. Why do I have a feeling I know who Kenny Davis is? I have a feeling I know who that is. Yeah, this is a fake version of any other show. Let's remember, guys. I love all the other shows out there, but I've been on this channel the longest, other than Loshak. So I've been here quite long. And I invited Ski on because I know he's a great basketball man. Ski, let's get into some of the tonight's games. Obviously, we can talk about games that are going on currently, but I like your Indiana play live. I'm going to maybe try to get on something like that myself. But let's take a look at Toronto and Portland. Toronto laying 2.5. I want to say you told me you're on Toronto in this game.
I am on Toronto. I put that in before they said Kawhi was actually going to play. I know the line did move back up. I think it's at 2.5 now. I got the money line at minus 117. And I mean, the Raptors, they're rolling. And Portland, they've been the team that I thought was going to be a play on, but they come out hot in the first half, first quarter, and they just crumble in the second half. And we've seen that the past two games. So I'm not expecting much different here. I think the Raptors are much deeper than them. Kawhi can clamp and anybody on Portland and nobody can stop him. So I think the Raptors roll here.
Yeah, we had a caller call into our show earlier, and he's actually been doing really well. He called in last night, gave us Phoenix first half money line plus 150. It cashed. He was mentioning he liked Portland in the first half in this game, which you kind of alluded to. Portland has trouble closing games out sometimes. I could surely see them up at half. Maybe Kawhi a couple games off. He comes back a little stale maybe or something. Any opinion on maybe the first half? He's been doing well, that caller.
Yeah, honestly, if I was taking a lean on the first half, it would definitely be to Portland. I mean, they want to get back on track. The past few games, they've been up at the half and up at the first quarter. So I don't see why it should be any different. They still need to get back on track. Lillard was talking about the team issue was defense. They weren't able to stop anybody. And he said he wasn't worried and that they were going to get back on track. It's been a few games. We haven't really seen them get back on track, but maybe we just see that first half trend continue.
Yeah, and again, I kind of almost at this point just want to tell that listener Joey because he's been doing a nice job. Golden State, Sacramento. Listen, I'm going to come out and say it. I like Golden State, or I like Sacramento in this game. This is a system play that I would normally play, and it's funny, Ski. The first thing you said to me when you came on was you knew what I'd be on tonight. What do you think about that?
I mean, I like your play. I'm not against it at all. Sacramento has been great at home. They've been covering the number. They've been winning some games even. And the only thing is Golden State is embarrassed after that last game. And I know it's hard to choose the spots when you think Golden State is going to play and when they're not. But I think they'll come out with a good effort. How long they continue with that effort?
Another thing about the Kings, Ski, they're the one of the best ATS teams in the league. So they're really a team that generally gets some support and they do pretty well. But in a game like this, they're not getting any support. And you look at the line. I mean, you look at these numbers, Ski. 73% of the spread wagers are on Golden State. 53% of the money. I mean, 8,200 tickets on this game, and the line has went the other way. That's a sheer buy sign on the Kings. They're home. It's an away game for Golden State. Plus, Golden State off a bad loss. Sacramento, a very good ATS team. I'm going to take Sacramento tonight, plus 7.5. Again, you can tailor a fade. Do what you will with this. This is a play that I'm making that I would make regardless. So, Ski, are you going to join me with that? I have a feeling you're not going to.
And you know me pretty well then, because I'm not going to join you. I did look at this game, and I kind of wanted to go in the other direction, but I looked at it your way, and I stayed off. But the play I'm going to make, I'm taking Golden State early. I did say it's hard to choose when they're going to show up for the games, but we all thought they were going to show up the other day and they got blown out. They got embarrassed. So I'm going to roll with them again on this first quarter. I think it's a spot where they can be up by more than 2.
I mean, this Kings team can really score. I mean, as we know, off a nice game, put up 141. Lines moving the other way. Yeah, this is a stone cold Kings line. I mean, you get 10,000 tickets on this game. I mean, and the line's down to 7 at some books. The writing's on the fucking wall here, people. Do what you
I agree.
will. Oklahoma
At the
City,
end of
Denver. Yeah, what do you got?
no, sorry, I'm just looking at this game. I got a little distracted. But OKC Denver, this game is really interesting. Denver, I mean, players just keep dropping. How many players do they even have left there? Like 8 players or 7 players, maybe? Maybe 8. I know Millsap is out, Gary Harris is out. They don't have Will Barton. I'm just wondering how long they last like this.
Yeah,
OKC, I'm looking. They've covered 4 straight off a loss, so I'm looking for them. I think they covered 5 straight tonight. OKC, I mean, they lost the other game. I was on them that night. I just feel like this is a bounce back spot. Denver doesn't have that many players to keep up.
Yeah, this line's I kind of like OKC myself. I think that's good play by you. Sometimes you just got to kind of ride the hot hand, fade the team that is kind of without bodies right now. For me, the only thing I like late is the Kings. That's going to be my one play here. And the Kings are kind of the Western Conference version of the Nets. I feel like they always play hard. They always give you something. Why can't this game hang? The line just doesn't make any sense. None at all.
Yeah,
I mean, this
yeah,
game
they're still
should be
being
going the other
disrespected.
way. Yeah. Um, you can call
You know,
from
there's.
Canada, sure. What do you got? Just kidding.
I know it's a little early, but I have a game for tomorrow that's kind of catching my eye. Oh, while I say that, Indiana's tied it up. So if you jumped on Indiana, that was a good bet
Yes,
right there. They're
perfect.
tied
Yeah.
363.
Yeah, the Sixers are
But do you mind
really, I
real
mean,
quick?
what do you got tomorrow? Yeah.
Uh, The game that catches my eye is Lakers and Charlotte. And I want to ask you because you're a Lonzo fan, just like I'm a Lonzo fan. What do you think? What's your favorite thing about Lonzo? If you have to say, if you have to pick one, what's your favorite?
Um, I think he has good court awareness. I think he's a great point guard. I think his IQ's high basketball wise. Uh, I don't know. He's a great passer. There's a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, he has great IQ. The one thing that's growing and I'm just starting to see is he's a great defender. We saw that last year too, but we're really seeing it this year. Lonzo is great defending guards. He held Chris Paul last night to 2 points, 4 assists. He clamps all the big time guards. And if Charlotte's gonna win, it's gonna have to be through Kimba. What do you think about that?
That's a good point. No, I think you're totally onto something here. I'm not one to cap games generally the night before, but again, you know how I cap NBA. It's all about the line for me,
Yeah, I do.
Ski. So I definitely have to keep abreast of what's going on with the line, but I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that one. King Rails in here. He's saying that Golden State's the play. Well, yeah, listen, I'm going to be on the other side of you there, pal. I don't know that I totally agree with that. But again, I know why you would take Golden State. That makes total sense. The line just doesn't make sense to me at all. And this is kind of one of those things where I kind of go the other way. Sioux Ridge, what's my record the last 10 plays? Well, I've hit 8 of 12 in college basketball, so I guess it's your attempt to try to make me look stupid, but bad idea for you, Sue. I'm actually doing pretty well right now. Let's go to a phone call. Let's go to the Nuke Worker from Toronto. What's up, Nuke?
Hey, big man, how you doing?
We're doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, my friend. Listen, just love all your shows. I love this whole YouTube thing, and it's all great. I want to talk about 2 things, if I can, quickly. The first one is the NBA futures. I'm looking on Bet365, and of course, Golden State minus 163, and the Raps are second at plus 750. And I'm wondering if you guys think, there's some value in that.
So you're saying take Toronto? Is that what you want to do?
I am thinking that, yeah, plus 750.
Yeah,
Why not?
and I'm sure Ski Profit will agree. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, that's a great price. What do you think, Ski? I mean, I've talked about. I mean, the price isn't what it used to be. The price obviously getting lower and lower as the Raptors continue to win games. It's hard to see any other team, though, getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. There's just not a lot of talent out there right now, Ski.
Yeah, that's plus 750 was for them to win the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
That's to get that's to win it all.
Or to win the whole thing. Yeah. Sorry.
Win the whole thing.
To win the whole. Well, the one thing,
the only other thing I would say, sorry to interrupt, is like the favorite is Golden State minus 163. I don't think that I would never bet that.
Yeah, but the thing is, why not? I mean, it's almost a foregone conclusion they're going to get to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, they have the best team. They're going to get DeMarcus Cousins back. Again, I hear you. Betting a 160 to win the NBA title is ridiculous, but when the finals come around, I mean, when the playoffs come around, it's going to be much higher. Why not just bet Toronto and bet Golden State as well and just hope that they meet up in the finals? It's pretty much likely that it's going to happen.
That's a good point, and I respect your opinions. Now, I do have one more question, and it's an NFL game on Sunday. I'm looking at Bills minus 2.5 at home against the Lions. I'm from Toronto. I watched the Bills. Their defense is over the top good, and I'm thinking, 2.5. It looks to me like an easy thing. What do you guys think?
I'll ask you, Ski. Will you have any opinion on that game before I break it down?
I can't break it down too much, but my initial lean, the Bills have been playing well. Josh Allen's been playing well. I would just have a slight lean to the Bills. I wanted to comment more on the first topic really quick.
Yeah,
if you're going to look at the Raptors, I would like the Raptors to just win the East. I mean, I honestly don't think Golden State wins the title this year, but at the same time, the biggest threat to me, I know the Raptors have been playing well. Celtics haven't been that great, but in a 7-game series, I still like the Celtics. So I don't know. I would just look for the Eastern Conference odds, and you can touch on the Bills, big man.
Yeah, we'll get to the Bills here.
I would ask you then if the Raptors were able to beat the Celtics and get through to the final, you don't like Golden State. Would you say the Raptors are good, or who do you think would beat the Raptors if the Raptors got through?
You know what? That's a hard question for me. If Golden State makes it to the finals, then they'll win. My thing is, I think they may get put out early. Houston, if they ever come around, I'm not big on Houston at all, but if they ever come around, they could have a shot. The Lakers, we're going to make a trade, I think, and I think we're going to have a shot to put them out as well. But if it comes down to Golden State and the Raptors, I don't think the Raptors will win. I like the Celtics more to match up with the Warriors.
Thank you. I respect your opinion. Now, just what about that Bills-Lions game? Any of you guys got any thoughts on that at all?
Yeah, listen, I'm feeling like, to me, if I can get 3, I would probably take the Lions. I mean, both these teams are pretty poor. I know the Bills are playing better, but this is a team that blew a lead to the Jets last week. They're still not very good, frankly. But you look at all the injuries that Detroit have. I mean, who's playing for them? Kerryon Johnson's still out. I mean, you have all sorts of injuries. LaShawn McCoy's out for the Bills. It's just a junk game. I'd probably take whoever's getting points here, to be honest.
I hear you, and I respect your opinion. I just thought because I could give 2.5 if they could win by a field goal. I mean, I hear you. It's a crapshoot, and listen, I respect all your opinions. And listen, a great show, and hopefully we'll talk again, guys. Take care of yourselves.
Thanks, Nuke. Take it easy, bro.
Hey, bud.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, big man.
Yeah.
Is Stafford even healthy right now? I thought I heard something about him. He may be a little banged up.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are banged up at this point, and you look at the Lions; they've been banged up for a while. According to reports, he expects to play through back pain. I'm not really sure why you would have him playing. I mean, what's the thought process there? I guess the injury he has can't get much worse. So it's kind of like Carson Wentz's injury, I guess. It's one of those back things, but yeah, I mean that's obviously something to keep abreast of.
And McCoy has that hamstring injury. That's the thing too with the Bills, but I think they should still be okay. I think the Bills will still be okay, even though McCoy has that hamstring. You made a good point about the Lions have a lot of people out. You saw a lot of people leaving the field the last game, so I don't know how much effort you're gonna get from Detroit.
Yeah, there's not much to like about this game. Bad team, two teams not going anywhere. Styles P, what's up? Jay Lackey, what's happening? He says the Raptors lose tonight. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that could surely happen. I mean, I kind of liked them in the first half. As far as for me, though, the only one I'm on is going to be the Warriors or the Kings against the Warriors. Hey, by the way, Ski, you do a lot of the different chats. Has anyone seen Vitalis lately? I haven't seen him in a while. Does anyone know where he is?
No, not on the channel. I haven't seen him on the channel. Every once in a while, I see him pop up on Twitter, but he's been kind of away. I like
Yeah,
that guy though. He's good.
Yeah, for a while, him and I, he always kind of made like snarky remarks, and then I met him, and I finally kind of realized, okay, he's just kind of like a funny guy that always is trying to be a jokester. But I haven't seen him for a while. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. This guy's giddy to talk about his plays. Let's go to Joey in Jersey. Joey, thanks for Phoenix first half last night. Great call.
You're welcome. I wanted to chat with you guys when you were on with Donnie earlier, but I know you guys were running out of time, so I appreciate you telling me to give a call back into tonight's show.
Oh, no problem. What do you got?
So I was just looking, and I wanted to give you some numbers on one of these line trends that I've been analyzing, and it plays into tonight's Portland versus the Portland game tonight. And I just wanted to say that home dogs getting 35% or less of the tickets with at least 1.5 points of reverse line movement are 119 and 75 against the spread since 2005. That's 62%. Last night, fell into that category.
That's a great call by you.
Trailblazers.
And there is some overall line movement and value on the dog. You're seeing some reverse line movement. Yeah, I listen, those you can't go wrong with. Plus you have a home team. Kyle Lowry out tonight. It's kind of been musical chairs the last couple of nights with who's in and who's out for Toronto.
Has it mattered though?
Again, I mean, it wasn't a home.
We see different people in and out, and they still blow teams away.
Miami Heat Memphis Grizzlies game earlier tonight, and I cashed out again with Miami Heat first half money line plus 140. And I just want to make sure that you guys and all the listeners are paying attention and taking notes. I'm having a heater this week, and
you're doing a nice you're doing a nice job, and you're saying again you like Portland first half. Is that correct?
Portland first half, I already locked it in. I got it at when it was +2, so I have plus 125 on the first half money line.
Yeah, you've been doing a nice job. Yeah, what about the full game?
I don't really have a real preference on the full game. Like we said, it's these situations where the lesser teams are kind of coming out hot at home and putting on a good first half, and then like we saw, a couple nights back, the better teams are finding their way to get back into games. I know last night we didn't see it. The Suns were able to hold on for the majority of that second half as well. But I don't really want to take a full game play on this game just because of the fact that the Raptors have been playing so good. And as you guys have mentioned, the Portland Trailblazers have been collapsing late in games. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick with my first half play and potentially seek some value for a live one.
Good work, Joey. Thanks for calling, man. Doing a great job, and we'll talk to you again next week. Good luck. I'm definitely on it with you. All right. I'll tell you on that.
Have a good weekend, big man.
See you, guys. See you, buddy. Take it easy. Ski, he makes a good point. I mean, we kind of talked about it. The fading of, not liking Portland full game and just kind of sticking with the first half. So nice call by him.
Definitely. I definitely agree with his point on Portland on the first half. I'm looking, I pulled it up just to take a look. I look at these double result props. And Portland, first half, Raptors, full game is plus 400. I kind of thought it would be a little juicier, so I'm going to stay away. But I do like that Portland first half play.
Might want to take a little shot with that. That's interesting. I also want to point out here, Shun Childress is saying he took the 3 on the Mount Union Mary Hardin Baylor game in Division III, the championship. Yeah, that game's going on already, R.S. Jacobs. You missed out on it. It already started. I don't know what the score is. I'm going to get a score up here. But, for anyone that's curious, those teams literally are in the Division III championship every year. Mount Union is like a powerhouse from Ohio. Mary Hardin Baylor, they've become really good lately. We got a good game here, 17-13 in the fourth quarter. So we'll see what's going on there. South Dakota State and North Dakota State playing right now as well. And from what I heard, there is an injury to the South Dakota State quarterback. It's 14-7. We're about to go to halftime. So that's interesting as well. And how about great call by Ski Profit so far? Indiana up 3. The Sixers have blown the lead to the surprise of no one. And per usual, are going to have to fight back. Let's go back to the phone lines. The phone lines are hopping tonight, Ski. Let's go to, your boy, King Rail. King Rail, what's up?
What's up, big man? What's up, Ski, man? Thank y'all for having me.
No problem.
What up, Rail?
Hey, I want to ask you a question, man. Kind of Baltimore, man. Citadel, man, in Southeast Missouri, man. I'm kind of like in Southeast Missouri. I want to hear your thoughts on that, big man. I really like the way the Hogan. I like the way Southeast Missouri gets like that from some free throws. They play decent defense. What's your thoughts on that game tomorrow?
You said Southeast Missouri State and the Citadel?
Yes, sir.
Wow, how about that? You're really going into the bag of tricks there, King Rail. What made you find that one? That's a deep one on this busy card. Yeah, listen.
One of my buddies in the Sportsbook that put me up on it today when I went in there, and I was like, I'll look into it, and I kind of was waiting for you to maybe touch on it in one of your shows. But I was like, fuck it, I'll call in and see what Big Man thoughts is on it before I tell this guy.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. To me, I would look over the number in this game. I mean, you have two teams that are pretty good tempo-wise. I mean, Citadel is one of the fastest teams in the country. They fourth in the country in tempo. I mean, if you know anything about Citadel's offense, King, they have a loot and shoot offense. Basically, it's go as quick as possible, take a shot as quick as possible, and you're going to obviously give up a lot of transition opportunities. Southeast Missouri's actually had some success scoring this year. I'd look more towards a total there, but if you have a guy that's giving you that game, Southeast Missouri would be the play to me in that game. I think they're I'll be honest, I think they're I don't know. I think they're good. Wait, so he's telling you to take Southeast Missouri or Citadel?
He's telling me to take the points with Southeast Missouri. He said take the points.
Okay.
The total was 165, but he was telling me like he had a good lean on it. He's like, man, Southeast Missouri to play. But I was like, you
Yeah.
I mean, you the college guy, so I figured I'd ask you before I do anything. I mean, you hooked me up recently with a nice plus winner the other day, so I figured I had to ask your opinion.
Yeah, listen, Citadel's always in a game, Ski. I think against a team like this, though, Southeast Missouri, I think both these teams can run. I think they can do some good things. And it's kind of like a shootout type of game. It's going to be a high-scoring game. A lot of the time in these kind of games, taking the points is generally the smart idea. I'm not really sure that I'd be laying this amount of points with Citadel ever. They're going to come back and reflect back to the mean. They're not going to be continuing to shoot like this all season. I don't hate that play. I think that's a good one, actually.
No doubt. Well, thanks for the call, man. Big man and Ski Man. Great show already, man. I'm tuned in. I'm watching it. I'm chilling with the wife and the mother-in-law. So we tuned in there watching on the big screen, man. You guys keep giving out winners, man, and giving good shit out, man. Thank y'all.
Well, that's kind of you. Say hello to your family. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Take it easy.
Later, bro.
See ya. That's an interesting game. Such a deep game as far as deep into the stratosphere of a big college basketball card. Now tomorrow, Ski, we have a big game in college basketball. It's Gonzaga and UNC. I know you're not how big a college guy are you?
You know what? I kind of take the Donnie approach, like how he kind of gets into the sports a little bit after the season has started. So I'll look more into it next year. But I did take a look at this game. I mean, North Carolina, they're 4-0 at home. Gonzaga's 9-1. North Carolina's problem, for what I understand, is they can score, but they just have trouble defending, right? And Gonzaga, the numbers say they're number one adjusted offensive efficiency. They shoot 52%. So what do you think about this one? I heard you say it's exam
Yeah,
week and you're looking towards overs.
yeah, this is a game where we should see a ton of offense. I would think this game's. I wouldn't be surprised if someone hit 90 in this game, 92, 88 or something like that. This is going to be a high energy, highly efficient game. These two teams are about as carbon copies you can get. I mean, they're both terrific offensively, but to me, the lean for me is Gonzaga. I think Gonzaga is better offensively. They're more efficient. I think they're better defensively as well. But on the defensive end, both these teams are average. One thing about North Carolina that you always love is they do such a terrific job rebounding the basketball. That's one thing that Roy Williams constantly stresses to his basketball teams, rebounding the basketball. They're always very high as far as offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, rebounding margin. It's always huge to his team. So obviously that's something you always worry about. But, for me with, North Carolina, it was always, did they have a point guard? Could Nasir Little be a point guard for them? Could they get feasible point guard performances? And so far they've looked pretty solid. And you look always North Carolina, 14th in the country, 14 offensive rebounds a game. Gonzaga must do a good job on the glass tomorrow. They have to clean up misses. They have to clean up. Don't give second chance opportunities. But this is going to be a game that I think is about as close as you're going to figure, Ski. I think it's going to be a close, very equal game. This is a pick 'em to me.
Yeah. I mean, you broke it down pretty well right there. I don't think
is going to want to come in and right the wrongs after their loss to Tennessee. Another thing you got to love about the over here is, excuse me, guys, tempo is very high. I mean, North Carolina 10th in the country. Gonzaga is 86th. So both of these teams go very quick. Yeah, the over looks really, really solid here.
Yeah, that I'm gonna look into that one some more, and I might actually jump on that one tomorrow. I have a question for you, really quick, about football, if you don't mind. The two games that look most appealing to me right now at this moment are Colts and Packers. I know a lot of people are starting to like the Colts. Do you think that Dallas has a chance in this game?
I think they do. I mean, I need to know what T.Y. Hilton's status is. I mean, T.Y. Hilton didn't practice again today, which, look, if he doesn't play, I'm not interested. I mean, he is so important to them. I had the Colts last week, and he was very important. I mean, he had like 200 yards receiving. I need to know he's in there before I take a shot with this one.
Okay. And the other one is
I would recommend as well.
One more time, you would recommend what?
I would recommend waiting.
Okay. And the other one on my mind is the Packers. I mean, I feel like a couple times we've seen the Packers start off slow, and then they eventually grind out in December and start winning. We have Rodgers in December, and I mean, they still have a slight chance to the playoffs, don't they? What do you think about the Packers with 6 points, or is it 6 still, 5.5 maybe?
Yeah, they're getting 5.5. I mean, yeah, look, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, if anyone's going to be able to beat that defense, it's him. I mean, he's such a terrific quarterback. He's such a Houdini back there. But I don't know. I just don't like betting against the Bears. I have a soft spot for them, but am I ready to lay almost a touchdown with them? No, not really. And as you said, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, December, maybe there's a little magic, but I mean, there's not a lot of talent on this Green Bay team. And I'll be honest, man, I mean, they're a horrendous road team. I mean, they haven't won on the road since last year. So, again, I mean, you only have about a 5-point cushion here. They're probably not going to win this game. So, you think they lose by 3 or 4? I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll see as it goes on. I usually bet NFL on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a tough game. I have no interest in feeling like I want to back Green Bay on the road. They're just unbackable on the road. It's just really ugly to watch. Couple college games tomorrow, big card, and obviously Ian Cameron and I will break a lot of these games down tomorrow on the closing line in the morning. I still haven't really dug into this card yet. I'm going to spend a lot of time later. I have my eye on some games. Obviously, a big card with plenty of options. I look towards the added card generally. I want to find games that people aren't keyed in on and don't look at. So that's obviously something that I'll take a look at. It's hard to not keep betting this Furman team, even though they didn't cover the other night. They're a team that's been on fire. They're playing a pretty bad UNC Wilmington team. Obviously we'll also keep abreast of some of these bigger games. A lot of interesting ones here. USC Oklahoma, Baylor Arizona, Cincinnati Mississippi State, Indiana Butler. I'll have more tomorrow for sure. My favorite bowl game, so far, my favorite bowl game would probably be Arizona State. I mean, as the weeks went on, I really kind of like Arizona State more and more. I mean, they're just terrific in close games. I mean, they every game they play is close. And to me, Fresno is a little overvalued. I bet against Fresno all year. I think if there's no snow in that Mountain West Championship game, they probably don't win. They're a fraud. They played nobody. And I think people are overreacting that N'Keal Harry's out. He's out. You're right. It's going to be a big loss. But Ito Benjamin, Manny Wilkins, that defense, you're getting 6 points here in a team that doesn't get blown out. I kind of like that one. Ski, any other thoughts tonight on some of these games? I mean, we've pretty much broken down all these NBA games. And for the record, I'm on the Kings plus 7.5. Ski Profit likes Oklahoma City, and you also are on Toronto, I believe, right?
Yeah, and we saw Rel come in the chat, and he said Golden State is to play. He likes them first quarter, first half, and the game. I'm not on all three, but I am on Golden State first quarter, -2.
There you go. I'll just
I have one more look at
full game. What do you got?
We already talked about Lakers and Lonzo versus Kemba matchup tomorrow. The other thing that catches my eye when I look at the schedule tomorrow is Rockets versus Grizzlies. I mean, we have the Grizzlies playing right now versus the Heat. It's a back and forth game. And the Rockets, I mean, they've been underachieving, but I kind of saw this coming. I talked about it before the season. It wasn't going to be the same team. They lost their defense, but they've won a couple in a row. They've covered, and they're only laying 2 points tomorrow versus Memphis. Memphis coming off on a back-to-back. I'm going to look to back the Rockets there. That looks like a spot where the Rockets roll. I mean, they're already hot. They're starting to look better. Harden just scored 50. I don't see why it doesn't continue on the entire Grizzlies team.
I'll keep a lookout for that one. That's interesting. I always enjoy the day of. I always look at the lines as I've talked about. One other thing I wanted to talk about, Ski, before we go. Interesting news, more news coming out about Markelle Fultz and why he is maybe the way he is. Did you read this story?
I didn't hear about it, but it's just things come out every week, it seems like. What's new about Markelle?
Basically, it was uncovered through the Washington Post that his mother is like extremely protective of him, and that she basically installed cameras in his house, and to watch him and make sure people sign disclosures. Basically, his mother, she would go to great lengths to shield him. During Fultz's first season, his mother had cameras installed inside his home, and according to several people familiar with the setup, indoor surveillance was unusual. The cameras have been removed, but multiple people said that Ebony Fultz made them sign non-disclosure agreements for reasons they're unclear of. I mean, she also did not take kindly to his former AAU coach for chastising Markelle when he had to drag him out of bed during a tournament game. She cursed him out and said all sorts of stuff. So supposedly she's a real psychopath.
Yeah, I mean, what else can go wrong for the kid? It seems like nothing goes right. As far as being a Sixers fan, are you guys just gonna get rid of him or what? I feel like I would want him gone at this point.
Yeah, I've wanted him gone for a while. I talked about today going to the Bulls and grabbing Jabari Parker off their hands. But yeah, I don't care what they do. Just get him out of here.
That sounds good. And you know what's interesting? People talked a lot about Lonzo and LeVar and how all of that's going to just affect the team. Look at Markelle Fultz and how everything he's doing and how it's affecting the team.
Yeah, I mean it's he's a mess, man. I mean he's the worst pick ever, the worst pick in history. Just a complete mess. At least we
I have
knew
an
Anthony
interesting
Bennett
debate.
probably would suck. Yeah.
Interesting debate. And it came on Twitter yesterday. Warriors minus 12.5 favorites over the 2001 Lakers. Come on now, big man. 12.5
Yeah, I'd be
points.
all over the Lakers.
I don't know why. I see these people saying that Shaq couldn't play in this era. I understand it's fast and it's different, but we just saw Golden State struggle with Valanciunas the other night. So Shaq can definitely dominate all of these smaller players.
Shaq would destroy that team. Destroy them. Kobe, Derek
And
Fisher.
we
Yeah. Give me the Lakers all day.
give me the
That's
money line.
ridiculous. I'd bet my entire life on that. Jim Dixon, thanks for listening, but you are fucking out of here, motherfucker. See you later, bitch. Bye-bye. You don't come in here and talk about friends of ours like that. Go get a fucking life. Red Girl, what's happening, Red Girl? Welcome in. Red Girl, a great handicapper. Good work, Red Girl. And I'll send my condolences to you on the loss of your father. I saw that on Twitter the other day. My salutations. Now, Ski, the time has come for us to ride off into a Friday night sunset. I have to go get my hair cut. It's been a week, and I need to go get a cut. So, what are your plans tonight? Anything?
You need to take me with you. I need a haircut too. I need to call my
Yeah.
barber. I need to find him. But no plans for me tonight, man. I've been working a lot. I'm just gonna rest and cap a couple games for tomorrow. That's about it.
And by the way, take a look at the shirt. Stop glorifying rats, motherfuckers. Shout out to America Clothing, one of the best in the business. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate everyone checking in tonight. It's Friday night. We'll head off a little early. And by the way, we didn't speak to Larry tonight. Larry, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, my man. Going out today.
You're going out again tonight. How
Yeah.
was last night? You went to karaoke,
man.
didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I was super
How was
hungover
that?
today.
Too much fire.
Too much fireballs, man. But again, I'm gonna get some more tonight.
Well, good. I'm excited for you. Now, I did want to let you know I had a meeting with Freddie Fortune today. We are moving to remove you from this show.
Well, good night, everybody. See you.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I don't want to talk about it, man. Have fun with your new producer, man.
I'm kidding. Thanks, Dominic. Dominic says, bring back late night rage. Listen, Dominic, I'm not sure why you're mad at me. I'm just here to fill the time. I'm asked to fill. You seem to be upset. That's nothing I did. I'm just here when I'm told to be. The old show used to go past midnight. Again, this show's only an hour, so we just do what we're told. Right, Ski? We just do what we're told.
That's right, man. I don't know why. How can you be mad at that?
No. As far as again, you try to do something nice and everybody wants to vilify it. Well, then maybe you should go watch the old show, Mo. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I'm just trying to provide a success and entertainment to viewers. That's all. Everyone have a great night. We got to go. Ski, thanks for joining us, man. Well, we're going to get you back on real soon. Just to confirm, why don't you let everyone know what you're on? I'm on the Kings plus 7.5. What are you on?
I have the Raptors. I got the money line at minus 117. I'm on OKC minus 1.5, and Golden State first quarter -2. I did take that Pacers bet. Let's see how it ended up. They're up 82-77. So that Pacers +7 that we took looks good.
Yeah, that's a great call by you. Have a great weekend to everyone out there. Enjoy your weekend. We got to have a life, so let's go have a life. Everyone have a great night. Stay safe tonight. Enjoy yourself, and we'll see you tomorrow. Ian and I'll be on at 11 o'clock. Have a great night. Thanks, Ski.
Thank you, big man.